Ha. Well, my friends, we find ourselves here on the bench with a CUDA we can't put clear coat on and a chassis that is pretty much finished. So that means it's time we have to time to put it away and move on to bigger and better things. I hope the volume's coming in clear because my front facing camera is not the best. So, bye-bye, Mr. CUDA. For now.
Welcome to the Rides by Chuck channel, where we delve into the car model building world here on YouTube. Grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and check out today's show.
So that means that our box is upside down. Get it straight, Chuck. What are you, a substandard leader of model building on YouTube? I think so. Yes, back onto the GTX, my friends. That's what the plan of attack is. I didn't sand the body and prep it for primer. That was a dumb thing. Because I would be one step ahead. Mind you, it's pouring rain out, and it's supposed to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. Well, actually, for at least a week, maybe longer. So, that means, yeah, we'll sand it and prime it and whatever else is going on today with the GTX. So, let's see where we left off last time. Okay, yogis, I kinda sorta remember where I left off. Why do I say yogis? I don't know. Been watching too many Yogi Bear cartoons when I was a kid, maybe, and I'm having flashbacks. I don't know. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Look at that already. I remember I left off here. Suspension partially done and weathering was done. I remember that part. So that we not going to worry about right now. Interior, we kind of sort of started some of it, but not all of it. So we'll have to come back to that because I'd like to get the body primed and let it dry out for about a week so I can paint it. I think I might have a opening for painting a week from now. So if I get it primed, that would be perfect. Look at all the dust. This thing's been sitting since Christmas time because I went to Vancouver and holidays and whatever. So yeah, here's the reason why I want to prime it too. Look at that. The hood. You can see all the mold, what do you call it? I don't know. All the back casting there on that mold from, see, you can see all that. So we're going to prime it so that when you paint it, sometimes that will show up in the paint. So if you do a nice job of priming, ooh, it means I might have to buy a good primer sealer. We might have to go shopping for paint and primer tomorrow because I have another car that I want to do in black. So yeah, we're getting into a lot of blah 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 already. So we're gonna cut this off the tree and prep it for paint. We're gonna do this front support because, like all Dodges, the inner structure got painted body color. Being black, it's going black. I'm not going to leave it plastic black. I want it to look the same shade of black as the body. And I'm going to go duplicolor. So we're not going to need that for now, I don't think. Actually, we'll leave it out. I'm going to mask it. Mask the rest of my weathering off because I don't want to ruin that look. So we'll go on to the body. Engine's done. We don't need that. So I think we're going to do a lot of prep work today is what is gonna happen other than the blah 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 that I've already done. Gee williker there. Okay, here is what we're looking at on the GTX. We got a, where's a pointer? Right here, mold line right there. We gotta take that character out. The rest of the body, some slight flashing. We'll probably take my little fine file that down somewhat, or similar here, a little bit on those edges. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there is a slight mold, whatever. And there again on that quarter panel there is a seam line. The rest of the body looks fairly well to prep it here. So a little bit there, see in the bottoms. We'll have to file that too. So we're gonna get on her. So, initial mold cleanup went fairly well. Come on there, camera. There, some of that area. The bottoms, had to clean up all the nibs there and around the wheel arches. So I thinned that down. Oh, look at my lens is dirty. Hold on, guys. Gotta wipe your face off a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna make it worse or not. Oh no, doesn't do anything. I have to come back. Oh, there we go. That's better. So yeah, see? Just little bits here and there. Oh, I might have missed one. No. From here we'll take 600 grit paper and we'll do these edges and bring that down a little more flush. And what else? Yeah, that's looking good. Some of this area was built too much. I think I mentioned that already. So we'll take 600 to that area. A little bit of a pile of plastic that's left. Good to go. Okay, kids, look at this. The initial sand went fairly well. That quarter panel looks good now. I would like to just touch that ridge on both sides a little bit more. See? Maybe you can't see because of the stupid camera. That's just a little bit higher than what I like. And I might do a little bit there just to smooth that down. That right about there, there's a slight hump. And what else? Oh, I'm going to have a little dent there to fix. And yeah, the rest of it looks good. We're on the way. So I'm just going to take a file here and file down all the rough edges. Like, see, look, we got little nibs and nipples and whatever. And the cast, it makes things sharp on the edges. Gonna remove that because it says remove, Chuck. And oh, I just took this part of the file, the round part of the file, and kind of cleaned up that body line there, and then sanded it with 600 to get that smoothness, because that was quite a, as you saw on camera already, was quite a mold line there. And I'm going to cut this out now. So cutting off the nibs, cutting off the hood, you get all this leftover plastic, so that we're going to file down. And also on the front, see, look at that little lip there, it's got a little excess casting. So I might just take a knife. I don't know if I can do this or not. I just take the back of my knife and just kind of gently scrape away till it's flat. So there we go. It's actually picking up there on camera. Just watch the script there, Chuck. Don't get the... Oh yeah, I have to watch the script. Right there, look at that. Just that little bit made a big difference. Sorry, I can't... Yeah, look at that. See, it's gone. So that... And we'll just sand the backside of it is what I'll do with 600 or whatever paper I got. Actually, I'll do it right now with this, sorry. So just showing you guys some of the techniques I use. And then I'll sand it down after that. This side, I'll just, again, cut the nibs off. I should position the light in a different position, but that's okay. This blade is not sharp, so yeah, we'll just take it, clear it up like that, and go like that a bit again. Whoop, don't take too much off there, Chuck. See, look at that. No, you guys probably can't see. And again, just like that, a little bit, just to keep that rounded profile. Very lightly. See right there, I got a little bit of a hook, so if we just slowly drag it, it will slowly work itself to a round position, because you want to take the high spots off and leave the low spots. So by dragging it lightly, that's kind of what it does. Okay, we went and cut all the extra crap out, the strengthening when they're molding it, and we're checking hood fitment. It is fairly tight, so what I'm going to do is take that file there and file down that side and that side a little bit, because once I paint and prime it, that's going to add to the width of that, believe it or not, and you'll get an easier fitting hood. So that's what we're going to do. So I cleaned up that quite a bit, and yeah, got a pile of good plastic there to show for it. To get that hood fitting a little better, all I did was go like that on each side, 10 times that side, 10 times that side, and then change it around, and I did it a couple times like that, so it fits much better, not badder. So I probably spent a little over an hour doing this so far, maybe an hour and a half. By the time I do the finish sanding, I'll be at the 2-hour mark, and I'm in no hurry. I'm just taking my time watching hockey or whatever is on YouTube as I do this. The other thing I have done was right there, see that nipple is gone, or the mold injection marks, so I'm gonna sand the other 3 out. Might as well, it looks smoother that way, and I'll prime it, and you won't see it, but I'll know it's there. This might be getting a little anal, a little over to the top, but hey, that's okay. You know what is what it is today. What's that? Oh, not bad. So anyhow, blah blah blah, I know. So there we go, we filed off those little nibs. The front nibs are not perfect, but they're close enough for me. Once you get paint and primer on, you won't see that. Okay, so I think we're at the end of the line here today, my friends, on my videos, because it's now 4:30, almost 5 o'clock in the morning. When did we start this? Around 1 o'clock? So I finished sanding everything, and I just got grease in it, didn't I? No, I did not. So we finished sanding this in 1000, so it's completely sanded off. I'll have to wash it. I was gonna prime it, but it is raining out. See, this is the reason why we're not using the outdoor paint booth this morning. I guess it's morning now anyway. Pouring like a dog. Do dogs pour? And I checked the gray primer. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go buy a primer sealer for this, is what I'm gonna do. And that way it's thinner. It's a little bit thinner than normal primer. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And for future projects, I do have a couple little dents there in the front fender. When I primer it, then I will put some putty in there. I don't putty it and then prime it. I don't do that. I do like you would do to a normal car. I would put primer on it, and then putty, and then primer again in that spot only, depending on how the rest turns out. And oh, look at right there. I gotta do a little bit here maybe. It's just a bit of a ridge. And look at my body panels now where the molds were. Fantastic. All of that's been taken out. Both sides have been taken out, smoothed off. So it looks really good, this body now. Yeah. So anyways, I think we're going to end this video here, my friends, because it's been too long of a video. I keep saying I'm going to do short videos, and what do? They're longer than freaking hell. I don't know, is hell long? Oh yeah, my hood fitment is much better. Mine is not going to sit there to see it. So yeah, anyways, blah blah blah. And I also got all of this sanded off, the engine bay, ready to go. So, oh, look at that. The alarm says we gotta stop. Psst, 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 psst. Meow. So, this is where we ended, my friends. See? Pouring like crazy out. Actually, not too bad right now. It was heavier a little while ago. So, I guess no painting for a little while. But doesn't stop us from going tomorrow. Or this morning, this afternoon, whenever I wake up, because it's almost 6 o'clock. Light will be coming up right away. Everybody be waking up. I'm going to sleep. So I work at around 4 or 5 today, and yeah, we'll get some paint and primer. So cheers, my friends. Thanks for watching if you made it this far in the rainy day. Cheers. Stay awesome. Until next video.